Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Borussia Dortmund have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's with the keeper.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who...
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And this is Ronaldo. Threads one in. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rice, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Gets a good foot in there. This might spell danger. He's in a great position here. Oh, good climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Maldini clears it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. But it's Thuram. Rice has it out wide and in space. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Bruges still without a single shot on target. Now it's Bellingham. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... And Hullet! It's loose now and they want to get it... Oh, he's been caught napping! That's good play. Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Plays it across. Incoming delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Aimed beyond the defence. Crossed in once more. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Lahm. Oh, it's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Desailly gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's quick to return it. Can he spark a counter here? Maldini. Lahm. Now it's Messi. And it's Lahm. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Looking for options for movement. Hazard! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo off the post. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Mbappe. Vieira. He shifted it to the flank. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, can he get onto this? Cristiano Ronaldo. He's looking wide. Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Rice can see things others simply cannot. Vieira. Tries to pass it through, and he's in on goal. He's picked it. Bullish header! And that is the end of the first half.
Hello everyone.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Bruges trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're off again.
Brugge really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Ronaldo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ronaldo finds himself offside. Maldini. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Messi. This is a promising build-up for Rice. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Hullet. Now it's Rice. Can he latch on to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now, can they get him away? Bruges still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
60 minutes played. Passes short and sharp.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Messi, number 13.
Maldini.
Number 41.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Number 21.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. Now it's Luis Suarez. Desailly. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Suarez. He's shifting through the gears here. Desailly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruges perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that's a... And the finish! And that's a tidy finish! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Patrick Vieira. Coming on the field is number 14, Rodri.
Ibrahimovic going after that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he plays one through. Towering header! And it's in! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Bruges cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Oh, that's a key interception. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Seedorf. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Bale. Marcelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Borussia Dortmund have a free kick.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Full added minutes have been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Bruges were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Hello everyone. This is the moment.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Brugge definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. Oh, good fly!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So, a breakthrough chance!
And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So they have it all to do again. And there's the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Lahm. Borussia Dortmund
are looking to break at pace.
Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
He leaps for it!
Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Messi. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rice. Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he whips it in. And that's the keeper's ball. And it's Messi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Ibrahimovic.
Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Lahm.
A player who needs no introduction. Now it's Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Bellingham. Stood up well to him there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Borussia Dortmund
with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get enough?
Oh, they could be caught out here.
He's picked his way through. The cross. And he can thump it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's done very well to take that back.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Bruges.
Disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ibrahimovic. Messi.
Marcelo has the space to scheme. Flashes it. Terrific effort!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Knocks it out wide.
Marcelo
making good progress. He has found the way through. That's going across goal.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Muscular approach does pay off here. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Rice. It's played through for him. It's Hazard! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Marcelo. Rice finding himself in space. Desailly tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here. Lahm just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lahm showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Have been indicated.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And a chance! Good challenge, excellent challenge. Messi, who can sing... That's the end of the first 45. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs
Hello,
to
everyone.
suggest
We are
this will
glad to
turn out
announce
to
that
be
our
a
new
really good
commemorative
one.
strip is now available
The
with
midway
our
point of the
online
game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
Brugge really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieira. Rice is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic has it in a wide position. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's in he goes again! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Ibrahimovic might just make this. Ah, he's given it away. He's got away. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Number 21,
Maldini.
Gareth Bale.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Rice. And Del Piero! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tries to pass it through. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruges still have the cards to affect this game. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Luis Suarez. Number 41, Declan Rice.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he's intervened well there.
Number 21, Andrea Pirlo.
And it's Bellingham.
Number 2,
Strong running down that left flank. He's played it back. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's found a way through. Ibrahimovic!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's rising! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Borussia Dortmund go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Just too much on that. Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution on the field. Number 41.
Bruges can make their change now with a break in play.
Kylian
Seedorf.
Mbappe. Number 17.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Number 20.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Number 25.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Hazard.
Number 11. Erling Haaland.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cruyff. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. And he welcomes it in. He's beaten the... And Hullet! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So now the difference is 3. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Vieira
Full added minutes have
into
been
a minimum
indicated.
of 4 minutes additional time. Ferdinand. That's Vieira. Can he get it through? And he's certainly onside here. Bale. And the finish! He's kicked it out just.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's free, he has got space. So that's it, it is all over. Bruges can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Lahm. Rice wins the duel this time. Threads one in. And this is Hullet. And the finish! Bellingham. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Lahm. Looking for the run. And this is Luis Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, lovely bit of skill. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now there's a fine ball. But he's well. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well timed, excellent interception. Could move up a gear here.
Brugge really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's straight offside. Vieira. The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. An opportunity then to pull clear here. He'll try from distance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper's dealt with that. Lahm, under an awful lot of pressure. Desailly gets across to intercept that. Chance here to counter. Rice is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe, real chance!
business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Ibrahimovic really played that return ball to perfection.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
This is their second corner of the game.
Rice with the short one.
Bruges are looking to go forward now. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Crunching tackle.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Gullit. Caught offside that time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get onto this?
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
And here's Mbappe.
Hazard.
And that is a little undercooked.
Lahm. Picks out Messi!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rice does really well there, he is strong.
Lahm.
Bale makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brugge clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It is a corner.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Knocks it into space.
And he was alert to it.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Bruges are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. Bruges are looking to break at pace. Bellingham. And he shoots!
He's done very well to get to that.
Rice actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Can he get on the end of this?
Suarez gets into a good position. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Lahm looking to hit the byline here. That's good play. Lahm stood his ground strongly.
And this is Messi.
Hazard, who can single-handedly make a difference.
Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience.
Can he finish? And there's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rice, now it's Hazard. Great vision. He's in one-on-one. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Messi, oh, easy pickings there. Desailly is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Space for him to turn and look. Borussia Dortmund have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Substitution on the field. Number 41.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Declan Rice. Number 17. Jude Bellingham. Number 20.
He's rising! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
13.
Oh, what a save from Benders! Tries one from range!
Lionel Messi.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 5.
And this is Cruyff. He's got away.
Number 8.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Luis Suarez. Number 21.
Bruges are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Maldini.
Brugge really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's a cute ball. Bruges can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Luis Suarez. This is it then, now or never. Oh, what a mistake! Out of play for a throw. That'll be a corner. They've played it short. And here's Bale. Good chance here! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Lahm cuts out the pass. Bale going after that. Oh, delightful ball.
Shoots! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Bruges look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
Corner number 2 then. Challenge just a bit on the firm
There
side.
will be 3 minutes at a time.
Cruyff. That's very neat.
And Cruyff! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Haaland. And time is up. Bruges have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
And a quick reminder
So a game
today
of
to
thrills
please take all
and
visitors
tiny
in
margins,
located by the
so many
entrance
what-ifs
gates.
and
Thank
what
you
might
very
have
much for your
beens,
cooperation.
but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can.